talk about our customers, right? Each new customer, 2024, the average cost to get a new customer in was about $250. And so just think about how much money we spend just getting one phone call or one new customer. In 2025, that average is trending more towards $350. So that is quite a lot of money that we are spending. Google ads, Facebook, different flyers, any marketing that we have, that is a lot of money to get somebody in. And so we're looking for ways to, one, keep the customers that we have so that we can enlarge that base without having to spend new money, but also making sure that each new customer that we have, we're taking care of to the utmost extreme to capture each of these new customers. The goal is to keep all of our home owners as our Home Comfort Club members, right? That was one of the biggest, if you don't do anything else in the home, get them as a Home Comfort Club member. Why is that important to us?
Gets us back in the house.
Okay, we want to get back in the home. We want to be there 3-4 times a year. We want them to think of us as soon as they have any issue in their home. Man, I want to call CMOs and we're going to head right out. We can do this by completing the egg toss. Has anyone heard of the egg toss? All right, that's why we're having this meeting. So there is a nice little poster right by Nikki's desk that she sees every single day, and we're going to go over that. By doing this, we're going to keep our high Google rating. We're at 4.9 out of 5 stars, and we have, actually, that's not a dollar sign. We have 4,119 customer reviews. So we have a ton of reviews. This is what people go to look at to see how things are going, and that's basically what makes or break your business. You start getting a lot of negative reviews, and people will drop you super, super fast. And so I want to go over the egg toss, and it'll be part of our project today. Anyone close enough to read our mission statement nice and loud?
Southern Home Services is committed to delivering exceptional customer service to homeowners and small businesses. We aim to be the market leader in providing comfort, safety, and energy solutions to our diverse customer base. We seek to be the company that customers recommend and our employees are proud of.
All right, perfect. So in there, what is our main goal? To provide exceptional customer service, right? And that's going to take each one of these 7 items for us to do that. When we do that, we take care of our employees, take care of our customer, and we take care of the company. We can't have no employees and have good customers or a good company, and vice versa. All 3 of us need to work together to make that happen. As we go around the egg toss, we have building our brand, right? Getting our lead generation. Just book it, making sure that we're taking in as many calls as possible. Right call, right tech, right? Making sure that we're sending the right person to the right job that can match those skills. Safety, comfort, and energy solutions, that comes with our sales team. Delivering exceptional customer experience. That is all of us techs out in the field. Every time that we're meeting in front of a customer, every time we're trying to make a repair or trying to make a customer's day. Completing our work order and collecting payment. And customers for life. That's having them give us referrals, go and call us up on that next one, or we're calling them for their scheduled maintenances. And so what I want to do is break up into different kind of where your roles are. We have different posters on the wall, and if we can fill that poster out, we're going to take about 10 minutes. Just write anything that you can do to provide exceptional customer experience. And we'll take about 10 minutes, and then we'll go through those, and then we have a little activity outside that we'll do. So over here we got our build our brand, just book it. So this side's going to be mostly our dispatchers, CSRs, most of us in the office. We have our home comfort advisors back here who can take the HCA and the home comfort clubs. Our installers for HVAC. We've got our install parts and service for plumbing, and then in the Side room here, we got our generators. So if we can break up, we got some pens. Electricity.
I don't have friends, I got family.
These are my people, and this is my land. This is what we pray for, and this is God's plan. If you ain't from here, then you won't understand. This is my country, and this is who I am. So welcome to my house.
Office staff answering the phone rather than the CEC. No hate to the CEC,
Right.
obviously, none whatsoever. But, you know, they don't have access to a lot of the things that we have access to as far as like your schedules, what the board actually looks like, capacity, things like that. So it's a lot, it just makes everybody's lives easier. I mean, realistically, they're our backup. We don't need to be relying on them, you know, for 100% of things. Tell the customer how we can rather than what we can't. Pretty obvious there. Knowledge of the tech skills, same with equipment and services, you know, knowing what you guys do, can and can't do. Route planning, very important. I'm sure you guys love it whenever we are getting you to places that are not 40 hours away from one another. We love that too. Make sure all techs are on the Google review, same over there. Understanding what customers' needs and explaining to the techs. So that's basically with us, like building those job summaries, telling you guys what it is that we're needing out there. Sometimes, you know, it gets complicated. Communicating future needs with techs regarding permits and things like that, and customer follow-ups. You know, we're telling these customers, hey, we're gonna be back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. That has to be communicated. It can't just go in a job summary at the end of your invoice. It's gonna get missed, and then customers are not gonna like us very much. Which then goes into here, I'm treating every customer with understanding and empathy. These people are calling in, you know, things are happening in their house, it's a stressful time. We're going to do everything we can to help them and get it resolved quickly, efficiently, and kindly. Coming at each situation with knowledge and how to solve their issue. If you can't use use your team and resources at your behest. Everybody's a phone call away. So, you know, if I don't understand, hey, this guy's using a lot of generator words at me and I cannot understand it, I'll call Jamil and he'll help me. Or whoever. I'll ask Marsha, hey, who's asking about billing? I don't understand that. I'm scared. This goes in follow up. You know, again, everybody's a phone call away. You know, I'm like, hey, Jamie, your customer doesn't understand your estimate. Can you call him and, you know, talk him through that because I don't get it. And then first call resolution. This customer calls in, I want to fix their issue so they don't call me back for the same thing. Because they don't want to call me back for the same thing. And I don't want to call them back for the same thing. So yeah.
Awesome.
One of the things that kind of already just kind of stand you out right away is just an act of kindness right away. Previous industry I was on roofs a lot, so clearing out their gutters while you're out there, taking out tree branches, since we're not going to have roofs here. I mean, simple things is bringing in the trash cans once they're empty. That's already going to show, like, okay, without even bringing it up, hey, I brought this in, by the way, like, they're going to notice it 100%. So that's already going to stand you out. It's just somebody that's already kind, going out of your way to do something like that. Providing options, you know, people want options 100%. Same thing as when they're going to the fast food drive-in. They want to see all those options. Let's see. Customer needs over hours. I think we're already doing a pretty good job over that, not trying to like manipulate somebody into buying something that they don't need 100%. That's just, I feel like this company is pretty good at that. So I'm actually happy to see that. Always put their needs before yours, 100%. Be on time, that's a big thing, because if the office is telling these customers, the technicians and your home comfort advisor are gonna be here at this time and you're not, well, we're already liars at that point. So I know it definitely is a little bit harder in this industry because we don't know what we're gonna run into. But then communicating with your customer. Hey, sir, Mr. Smith, got held up here a little bit longer than I thought. Just giving you a heads up, I might be a little bit later than I thought. Communication, big thing, big thing. Shoe covers. Respect the customer's home. That's a really big thing, 100%. I was cleaning floors just the other day because we walked in with, we left shoe prints already in the customer's home. If we're already dirtying a customer's house, what are they gonna think for our installers? Always accept the drink. If they're offering you a water, a coffee, something, accept it. Don't be rude. Your mama raised you better, 100%. On that same note, as for a coaster, they're gonna be shocked at how polite you really are whenever do you have a coaster I can put something on? They're gonna be shook, 100%. Let's see, and people buy from people that they like and trust. So you gotta know your product really well. If you speak with that confidence, they are 100% going to just like you and trust you right away. A lot of pausing and I don't knows and ums really don't really sit well with customers. They can feel if you're confident in what you're selling or not. So a lot of this is gonna be kind of transitioning over to the Home Comfort Club as well. This is always just gonna lead into that portion right here. So with all this being said, let Rick here too.
Actually, they'll listen to you, and if they trust you, they'll do business with you. And so, like you said, trying to gain their trust right out of the gate is important. Retaining customers for life. Assume they want to be a member. Most of them do. They don't even know it yet. I think I don't know how many. It'd be interesting to know. I don't know how many calls I've been out on in the last 2 weeks or 8 days, really, since they turned me loose. I think there's only been 3 houses that I haven't sold a home club membership to. The benefit of explaining the benefits is that it adds value to what you're trying to sell to them, and just making sure that they understand that it's an investment and they're going to make their money back out of it. First on the list for repairs, I definitely know a lot of companies, and we've talked about this before, that will charge an after hours fee for service. They'll charge a holiday fee for service, and I know we don't do that anyway, but it's so nice that they get peace of mind that if it's 1 o'clock in the morning on the 4th of July and Ethan has to go out there, Ethan's gonna be there.
I don't know about that.
Been chosen.
I did think about Ethan when you were talking about don't sell them anything that they don't need, but Ethan's like my wife. He finds something wrong at every house, every time. That's a compliment, though. You're gonna help us sell a lot of stuff. You're gonna help us sell a lot of stuff, dude. Just remind them of the 20% discount. That could be huge. And like I've heard Jamil say before, like you may not need anything today, but we're just planting the seed because we want you to know who we are. We want to build a relationship with you, and someday you're going to need us. And when you do, you're going to have this 20% discount, which is going to pay for the annual fee. Building connection, of course, that goes without saying. That's for text. That's for us. Just building rapport with the client, and then I wrote autopilot up here too, because one thing I think people go, I don't really need this. Like I'll just call you guys back when we're ready for it. Well, I don't know how many of you call your dentist and say, hey, it's time for my cleaning. Right? I never do, but those suckers call me every 6 months and they get me in there. If they didn't call me, I would never go. I just wouldn't. So having it set on autopilot, kind of a set it and forget it kind of thing, where they buy this and then we're going to stay on top of them in terms of reminding them it's time for your fall, or spring maintenance. It's time for your annual electrical or plumbing inspection. And like Ryan said, just getting back in the house. With that said, I just wanted to ask, you talk about building rapport with these folks. Is there a possibility, like when you send Ty to go to this person's house, and Ty's, made a bond with this person for whatever reason, like should Ty, assuming, I know the attrition rate here, am I being unrealistic in saying that the same technician or same comfort advisor should be going back to the same house? Like once you establish that relationship?
Yeah, so when you talk about like autopilot right there,
Yep.
Book your next job right then and there. So the dentist, you're gonna go to the same dentist.
Yeah.
So they're gonna book it 6 months out. So call the office or make your appointment right then.
Put the note on the invoice and
Yeah.
I'll
Hey, book
it.
me and
Yes.
HVAC tech, or me and Nigel, or
Okay.
Yeah,
whoever
and I
you're
will do
with.
that.
Okay.
Yeah, we
Build
do
that
book.
rapport, and then we'll just book it and
Yep.
put do not move.
Nice.
Yes.
And you will go back to that one.
Okay.
And so that's huge, just booking that next appointment right then and there, instead of waiting for the office to call.
Yep.
See, as the office, if we have to call and set up all these home comfort clubs, it means that they're not answering the phone for that $250 brand new customer. And it's being, you know, after, how long do you guys call a place and they don't answer before you hang up? A minute? I mean,
It rings until the voicemail comes on, I leave a voicemail, and if not, we'll try it again in a couple of
I'm
days.
saying like you're gonna call a company and you need emergency
yeah.
help. You're not staying on the phone very long.
No.
Like
No.
if they didn't answer the phone
Yeah.
right away,
Yeah.
hey, I'm calling somebody
Sure.
else who's gonna answer.
Very
For
true.
sure.
And so the
Something
urgency
else.
has to happen. And
Okay.
so, if we can, this is why everyone matters, right? My sales guys or any of you guys who booked that Home Comfort Club and have pre-booked something are now making it easier for us to obtain new customers and to give them the attention they need. Same thing, and we'll get to it in a minute, but like same thing with like notes for parts, right? If people call in, that's probably a third of our calls is, hey, where's my tech? Where's my parts? What's going on? If we do a better job of that on this side, then they can answer more phone calls of new customers coming in. And so that's why everyone's got to work together, and that's why this is what makes this work. So yeah, exactly. That's what we want.
Okay, thank you.
Extra trips to the store, Home Depot, Ace, anything. Any trip that we make takes typically 30 to 45 minutes to an hour to get a Home Depot, get what you need, make the phone calls, get it paid for, get back there. If we can have what we need on our trucks and our vans when we get there, it's quicker to get the job done, move on to the next one. As we've all said, keeping customers updated on job status and calling prior to arriving. Like he was saying, you never know if mom or dad's got a doctor's appointment, they got somewhere to go, hey, we can let them know, no, we don't need in the house, yes, we can start outside, see you when you get here. Building the friendly relationship with the customers. Communication, everything that goes to calling the customers and all that stuff, letting them know. And keeping them updated with everything that's going on. Before and after photos, that helps with everybody in the office, for their billing, for the customer if it's an insurance claim and stuff like that. So keeps all the wheels greased, keeps everything smooth and running. Proper training and knowledge of company rules and procedures and standard plumbing practices. That's code stuff for each counties that we go to, towns, cities, all that stuff. Every place is different, each inspector's different. So get to know your inspectors and your people, because if you know what they like, it makes it a lot faster for you. Especially when we're calling the office of the inspectors, hey, we need this as far as parts. This is what this inspector likes, this is what I need. Willingness to show up to work on time, be ready to work, as well as being prepared. Proper tools, equipment, your hydration stuff, your water, your Gatorades, anything that you need, get it and get there. And then communicate with the dispatchers. That goes back to the proper, all of it, letting the customers know. Dispatchers let us know if the customer calls, hey, this is what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But most everybody, we've all hit on the same stuff, so that's why I'm just gonna kind of keep mine short and simple, so.
I did like taking care of yourself, making sure that you're hydrated. I mean, about 2 minutes in the attic and you're like, I'm about to die. Oh, it's a long race. It's a long race. We're doing an egg toss.
Are we speed walking? We running?
No, we're out. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll start any of our CSRs or office. They'll start up at the front, and then we're gonna work our way this way.
Ladies, you're
So we'll have our office first. Yeah, everyone's doing it.
Nikki gonna drop that.
We're all part of the egg toss.
Jason, be quiet.
All right. So we'll have home comfort advisors. We're gonna get in 3 lines.
Are we in a line together?
4 miles an hour.
Shut up.
We're throwing an egg. We're throwing an egg.
Oh, we're throwing it.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get in 3 lines. Every about 10 feet, we're gonna have another employee. Yeah, advisors will be next. So we'll get in a row, 3 rows. All right, come on down, guys. Come on.
I only got 1 hour. I can't play this game. It's not fair. Hey.
All right, I see the reason. 3 easy lines. This should be the easiest part of the whole thing.
Jason, get out there. Come on.
3.
What am I doing?
Get in the line.
All right, we're starting the 3rd line over here. Is this hard? Don't drop it if I know.
I know, it's whatever.
All right, we need an employee right here. Ty.
Don't let them nails. Don't let them nails. I can't see either. I don't know.
CAs are over here, bro.
I wasn't invited.
I'm in line 3. Right here. We got too many CAs, so. How many lines do you have? 2? No, there's the longest line.
That'll just make the game go faster, Rick.
John, I'm gonna play defense.
I run and tackle time.
Egg tossers.
I guess. Okay.
Okay, on the count of 3, this is our $350 lead that we just got. Can we get them all the way to the end for a home comfort club? 3, 2, 1, go!
This is how legends are made.